Hey y'all, we have a soap today inspired by Silence of the Lambs.
It puts the lather on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
It's a Halloween morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Halloween time,
we are the Barbershop Duet!
Hey, y'all, it's great to see you. Thank you for finding your way to our spooky little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, why, join the live chat, meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks from all over the world hanging out. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, a few weeks back, we smelt a soap that was an homage to Prada Luna Rosa. And speaking of our Whiff Pack, our friend Douglas Lane sent us these 2 samples from Micro Perfumes.
Yeah, y'all, and the amazing thing is these are not dupes or homages. These are samples taken right from the original bottles. And which one do you have? This is Prada Luna Rosa Ocean.
And I have Luna Rosa Carbon.
Y'all, so these come in spray packs. You can also get just a sample vial for a little less money, or you can get a bigger bottle. And y'all, they are comparably priced. So your Tom Ford in this size will be about 40, but your Sauvage in this size will be about 15 or 20. So y'all, what a great way to experience some of the original juice from the original makers without having to lay out $500 for a Tom Ford.
Thank you, Douglas. We had no idea that these existed, and they're in California, so quick shipping for us. We're kind of lucky.
We are going to have to get like an Aventus and a Lost Cherry and a Green Irish Tweed. Yeah, just
forming.
so that like we know what the original smelled like, because the homages are so good and sometimes so different.
Right, and that's why we like the Shave World, because it helps us find which ones we never would have known before.
Right, and y'all, our very first Labor Day having our show, we did a day of junk foods, and this one was the one that kicked it off. This was from Talent Soap Factory, and it was Fantasy Donut. And y'all, a beautiful yeasty glazed donut. One of the commenters even asked, like, do you sense a yeasty bread in this? Yes. Yes, I do. So my beloved here noticed that something popped up on the Talent Soap Factory site during one of their recent sales, and it was absolutely apropos for Halloween.
Yeah,
but the scent notes might be a little different. What did you find?
So, of course, the label, I was reading it, but I didn't realize the genius behind the label until I looked a little closer.
Right.
So it's a little play on words, but Silence of the Hambs, which is Silence of the Lambs, but a different animal.
So y'all, what better to go along with our fantasy donut than with a little bit of bacon? Let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so from the sales page at Etsy/shop/Talent Soap Factory.
Bacon, smoke, maple syrup, butter, vanilla, and coffee, y'all.
Oh, we have it on good authority. This has been renamed Long Live Bacon, but I thought this was just going to be bacon. There's an entire breakfast smorgasbord hanging out in here.
Right, and if they can nail donuts and even spray paint as good as they did, what can you think they would do with bacon?
This is what this needs. Bacon, smoke, maple syrup, butter, vanilla, coffee, and a glazed donut on the side. What better Halloween morning could you wish for? Let's let this out of the box.
Marcus's turn to open the box.
This is a big box.
I got a few
they
things.
had a sale. Keep your eyes
what are you
open on their
supposed to
site
do?
from time to time.
And they just dropped tons of new soap. So if you think you knew their list, no, there's more.
Y'all, so hold on. As a child of the 80s, this was one of my all-time favorite movies because I was barely old enough to watch it. But y'all, look at the label.
Hence the Halloween fun here.
I feel like I need those 3 nerds gathered around me in the microscope to tell me what it is. I'm so excited about this. I'm going to throw you down into a pit and make you a first impression. Y'all, check out the site at Talent Soap Factory. The new drops they just put on the site are both amazing and hilarious.
They are. The new label on this goes for the hilarious side, but this one really fits to our Halloween fun, because, I mean, come on, y'all.
And I'm excited because we've had a bacon soap or two, but y'all, this seems like it's going to be the entire breakfast.
Right?
There's lots going on here. I saw maple. Are you kidding me? So I'm excited to see what whole world's happening under this.
I gotta say, I saw the title written out, and it took me a second to get it, and then when I clicked it and I saw the description, I was like, I don't even need his approval. We're just ordering this. This is happening.
Something so serious like Silence of the Lambs and giving it such a funny name like steamed hams from The Simpsons. Like, there you go.
It was too great. Okay.
That's Halloween in the shaving soap world. Y'all encapsulated in one idea, right? Yeah, you're taking this in first. See what you get. Well, you can't have breakfast the same way we all can. You have some
That's true.
dietary restrictions.
I can have the bacon, but some of the other stuff, not so much.
Not
so
the
this is
maple
actually, but it's a sparing time. It's a treat for me to have my bacon. So
here we go.
All right, here's the pour. Oh. And I do have to mention, I think they have newer tubs, we realized.
Oh, right, they were clear.
Opened. Yeah, they used to be clear. So
clear ones,
just for fun fact, there you go. It's a little mix up here. Okay.
I'm going to start with my donut. Okay, you take that in.
I'm going in. I forgot we were smelling bacon for a second, and I got a whiff of something. I thought it was from the kitchen. Okay. Oh. I definitely get butter. And then maple.
You got the double O there. Oh.
Well, it kept hitting me when you said. I think it was butter first, then I think it was maple syrup next.
Butter first?
Yes. And then, hold on.
How do you make butter?
It's happening. I don't know how, but it's sweet. It's not popcorn butter. Like, I think it's like melted butter falling off something. Like, it's... Hold on.
Whoa. What? Excuse me?
I'm not drooling. You're drooling.
Whoa! Hey, wait, what are you getting?
I haven't even found the bacon yet. I got hit hard. Clearly, I have not had real butter or maple syrup in a long time.
Clearly, I do not make her breakfast often enough.
We can blame my diet. It's okay. I almost get, if you order bacon,
right.
but it has like the smoky side of it, and it has like the maple bacon vibe.
Right.
That's coming through here.
Smoked bacon and bacon are not in the same family. If you've ever had a double smoked bacon sandwich from Starbucks, they mean that. When you taste the bacon, you're getting mostly a note of smoke, and it's amazing. Is that in there?
Yeah, and oddly, the calories and the greasy side of the bacon, not here. It's really nice.
Hey, y'all, it's been cleaned up. No hangover cure here.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is just... It's funny because we just shot Boo, which was like a different hangover. This is the opposite. You have a wonderful morning ahead. You're having brunch with your friends. It's a great time.
This is not a hangover. This is a bed and breakfast slow awakening. That's what this is.
Total opposite morning. I'm just throwing out
Now, hold on a second before I smell it. Take in a little bit of donut on the side and see if that makes it. So, y'all, this is the moons over my hammy with. On 3, 1, 2.
Oh, they're friends. They're definitely friends.
Yeah?
This is a little more playful, like child side somehow.
Oh, yeah?
And this has more the savory breakfast
A
side.
savory gourmand.
Yes, and I'm almost getting like, I'm not just getting coffee. I'm getting more the latte. Like there's the milk mixed in or like a hazelnutty thing. I don't know. But it's all the good things, let me just say.
Sounds like work was done here on this set.
I'm thoroughly impressed. I thought I was just going to be hit with like smoky bacon, y'all. No. Yeah. Now, not happening.
Intensity. Where are we talking? Is this breakfast 2 rooms down?
No.
Or am I standing over the stove?
I think it's like 2.53. It's a solid scent.
Nice.
And I gotta say, like, this would not be, I didn't get the splash, but I have to say, if you did, it wouldn't be a bad plan.
No kidding.
I feel like this could go well with you throughout the day.
Now, we have had one other bacon soap in our history. Is this reminiscent of that kind of bacon?
There's parts of that one that I could see were trying to be where this ends.
Gotcha.
So this ends with what I think that one almost approached to being.
Y'all, I have not had lunch yet, so I am very excited to take this in.
And the label has like some kind of texture, like it's like water resistance or something.
It's got a little
Like, you know,
bumpiness.
sometimes when you get the water on your label, you're like, oh no, did I ruin it? This has like a reflexive scent.
Mysteries and wonders.
Okay,
y'all.
get your
It's
nose
like
in
a
there.
vinyl.
That's the word I was looking for.
Oh, very nice.
Fancy. Talent Soap is stepping it up, y'all.
Gee, ready?
Okay. That was fast.
Y'all.
Like, you almost would want to take a bite of that. I'm just saying, don't eat the soap, but yeah.
Hold on.
I can't believe she's sleeping through this. I thought she's gonna want some.
Hold on. This does not smell like Denny's at 8:30 in the morning. This is the opposite of that. Okay. The best breakfast I ever had was in Lodi, California, of all places, a few blocks from where my dad bought my mom's wedding ring. And there was a little place there called Wine and Roses. I think it was like a bed and breakfast or something, and they had a little like breakfast nook. Well, I was driving into town to see my grandma, and on the way out, I decided to like treat myself and have a little nice breakfast.
Why not?
Y'all, it was a little on the pricey side. Not crazy. It was about like $17 for like a 2-egg breakfast, which for me was a little, but all right, fine.
We're already here.
Y'all, when they brought that plate in front of me, I will never forget it because every single corner of every single hash brown was like delicately placed. It was a masterpiece. And it wasn't just the flavors, it was the textures. The bacon, all of the fat was caramelized to the point where it was just about sweet and crunchy. The potatoes were incredibly crunchy on the outside and soft and mushy.
They're all drooling at home now.
The inside, the fruit was just bursting. I mean, you can tell that was the beginning of my weight problem. And y'all, it was just the level of care that those chefs had put into that breakfast. It was, the place had like just opened and it was trying to like help revitalize the area into kind of a bougie sense of things, right? So they just were trying to be like totally as upscale and Michelin star as they could be.
They did it.
But mission freaking accomplished. And here's the thing. When you sat down in your beautiful window seat, right, with the sunlight streaming in over your white linen tablecloth, you could smell the coming attractions coming out of the kitchen. So y'all, here's what I mean. There's the smell of Denny's and there's the smell of IHOP, and we all know what that is. But then there are those places that are just so beautifully clean, so beautifully well taken care of, so beautifully hospitable that they turn it all the way up and take it to extremes. The kind of place where everybody in it knows your name, and when they come over to ask you if you want some more coffee, they call you Mr. Klinger, like to the point where it's almost scary. Well, Halloween soap, I guess. But it was that. This reminds me of that smell coming out of the kitchen because it was so real and so new, and the sense that everything in that kitchen had been scoured with bleach the night before, and they were starting over this morning with brand new fresh ingredients on everything. Y'all, I never expected to smell that in a shaving soap. And yet, here we are. This is the smell of a way too expensive breakfast, and somehow they've done it right.
I know. I clearly bought it off the joke of the label, but I think the joke's on me. That is the soap.
I know. I am lambasted. I am bamboozled at how good a breakfast soap this is.
And I haven't had that breakfast in a long time, but I took one whiff and I was there immediately.
Okay, wait, hold on. I got to do the moons over my hammy. I want to see what would happen if you put a donut with this.
Double clam.
You know, this breakfast is too classy for a glazed donut. No. Yep. Save this for when you go vote in November. This is something different. This does not belong next to a glazed donut.
And the new label kind of plays into the neon lights, like on a brick wall in a comedy club.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the oxymoron of how good this smells scent.
Don't believe the new label that looks like a flashing neon sign outside of a diner that's called Mom's. No, y'all, these are the days of wine and roses. And you know what? I want to go back and look at these scent notes with some very fresh eyes. Back to the sales page at talentsoapfactory.com. So let's start with the bacon. What do you get? You are our bacon expert.
It is. It's funny, though, because I don't think the bacon could smell this good or real without the other scents in here, which is funny because you think bacon and you think it has a scent.
Right.
But oddly, you need these other ones to actually make it work in here.
Tell me to a man that bacon does not smell better when you're camping. Because it does. 100 times better when you camp.
Yep.
This has that. And I think it's because of the smoke and the way it's pulling against this next one.
Yeah, the maple syrup is oddly the star. I don't know how to explain that,
Glad you said
it's
that.
Here.
It's not the most prominent note, but it's the star. It's like when Barbra Streisand did her first Broadway show. It was called I Can Get It For You Wholesale. The show sucked, but her one song was so good that she like rocketed to stardom. Oh. That's what the maple's doing in this.
It's the secret weapon. Like it really does make both the rest of this side of the scent go. And then it eases right into butter.
You know, you mentioned that you were getting butter first. Hold on a second. Well, y'all, what does really good butter do for something? It does make it a little bit sweeter. It does give it a sense of decadence. It does make it richer. Somehow. And yet, doesn't really have a smell for me. It has way more of a taste. The scent is here.
But it's melted butter, right? Because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the melted butter.
100%. Somehow even a caramelized butter. I'm not even sure that's possible.
I don't know, but it's in here.
Even on its way to being a brown butter.
Yes,
like
that's exactly
kind of a nutmeggy, spicy kind of thing going on in there.
I know.
And then finally, just hitting you with a cup of good old American black coffee on the side that might have a little caramel in there.
But I think it's the vanilla and coffee is actually together. Remember I said it was like a latte? I think those two together create their own lovely drink somehow.
Maybe you brought your Frappuccino from Starbucks to the restaurant.
It's sitting on right next to the plate.
And it's such a ritzy restaurant, they'll let you, they'll like, sure, we don't.
Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, but there is a quality to this scent. I am so impressed. I was not expecting that. Oh, now she smells it.
I think the secret to this is in the sweets, because we have smelled a bacon soap before, and I think where it let itself down was it wasn't really balanced on anything. It didn't really have a canvas, so it's just kind of a greasy, salty, meaty sort of vibe, but it didn't really give you the canvas of breakfast. Y'all, ding, 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 rise and shine, because this has got the full breakfast platter sitting there for you.
And I don't know how it has the perfect amount of sweet. It doesn't get too sweet.
Right.
I don't know. You don't have cavities. It's not that bad.
Right. Well, because maple syrup can get super sweet. Like, I know people that don't like too much maple syrup because it gets really sweet, but the scent in it caps out at just this lovely balance with the bacon.
Immediately woke up here, y'all.
I know.
This is my barrister and man bowl. I went nice and bright because the label had some yellow on it. And my PAA brush here.
Aerolite, right?
Yes. I really am getting whiffs where I
am
think
too.
like that there's breakfast on the
This
counter.
is a camping bacon smell, y'all. You know how it actually wakes you up? It smells so good.
And it has, it's, now that it's more in the lather, it's really, I am getting more bacon.
Right.
I'm surprised, but there's more bacon in this lather mode than there was on the puck.
More bacon! The sweet, the savory, the spicy, the woody, somehow it's all in here. This is a gloriously balanced shape.
I am so impressed. I really, am like flabbergasted that it is this bit of a soap.
Bamboozled, shamwoozled.
I don't know what to do over here. And look at that lather.
So, y'all, when we watch Sinatra Lennon, we like to see how he lathers his face, because it tells us a lot about the base, tells us about the lather he made. So while we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, we will put breakfast on our face.
We
So
will.
here we go. Let's see how it covers.
Lots of breakfast for y'all here.
Beautiful formula with this Talent Soap Factory. Y'all, look how that covers.
Yeah.
Thick, foamy, a little sticky.
That's a good
Still get under my
slickness.
stubble. I know.
I can't get to my skin. Like, it's got a good layer in there.
Y'all, something
we gotta
even a little
upgrade.
nutty and pecanish in the bacon going on.
Totally.
Y'all, it is the best of all worlds, breakfast-wise.
But in order to fit all this breakfast in our belly, we might have to go a little deeper.
Yeah, y'all, we're going down. That's kind of what I love about Talent Soap Factory, is they will take something that has nothing to do with Silence of the Lambs, and they'll give it this fantastic Silence of the Lambs tongue-in-cheek funny kind of label for you for Halloween.
It's funny, I feel like brunch is probably my favorite meal. Like, I forget that it is, but that I probably have the most fun. Like a late breakfast, kind of a brunch, or even like sometimes for dinner, I'll get breakfast for dinner.
Could this be the scent of brunch? Because, hold on, brunch is a little bit more elevated than breakfast is. Breakfast is something you shove in your face in Midtown
roll.
Manhattan in 3 minutes, but brunch is to be savored. Hold on, I've seen tutorials.
Don't
on
you think?
brunch.
Like, you're taking your time, you are leisurely hanging out. Like, it's packed.
This one dude's brunch involved 4 locations. This is brunch without the Bloody Mary, because we don't drink ketchup.
Right.
Whoa.
But there's a different intention to going to meet someone for brunch. Like, you're going to take your time. You're going to hang out. Breakfast, you know you have stuff to do the rest of the day. Like, there's just something about that language shift that is a big difference.
And with brunch, you get better bacon. I mean, that's just the American way. Breakfast, you get great bacon, but brunch, that bacon's got to be special. It needs to be having a little extra spice to it. It needs to have a little extra smoke to it. It needs to have a little extra pecan to it. And in here, it's got all of it.
It's like a candied maple.
Right.
I don't know.
Maple
There's something-
syrup on the pancakes is how I'm perceiving it.
Right.
Because you can't have bacon without pancakes, French toast.
Right, where you dunk your bacon in the maple syrup, right?
And the meat is the star. So I don't care if you've got a plate full of cinnamon rolls and pancakes. The meat sense is coming through on this.
Yeah, it may be a vegan base, but it is definitely not a vegan soap.
What happens when you put bacon scent in a vegan base? This smells so real. I don't care if it does say vegan. I'm going to have to go to my rabbi and atone. All right, y'all, so this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet and only in Halloween month. This is the Jodie Foster night vision goggles with on 3, 1, 2. Oh, a little more cinnamony in the soap, I
Right.
think, but a little bit more of the real breakfast.
I think I get
bladder
more of the
scent
real
here.
bacon here.
Absolutely.
This has still the little bit of the sweeter side to it, but that's more real.
And you know, let's have a grown-up conversation. I think the reason I am so impressed with this is for a million years, I have smelled homages to bacon, scratch and sniff stickers, other shaving soaps, things like that. But this is as far from novelty as you can get. This is an absolute beautiful slab of smoked pecan-crusted bacon sitting there on your plate with a bunch of other stuff dancing
Right?
around it. And I finally get to do that to you.
Oh, yeah, I can get it off.
Nice.
And now we can really say, long live the bacon, because that label really does fit for the new version.
Y'all. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be visiting your grandma because you're going to a George Carlin concert at the Fox Theater the next morning on your way out of town. You're going to take a little nostalgic drive down the main street of Lodi, California, but you're going to notice all these beautiful vineyards that are popping up all around you. And when you see this fantastic little bougie bed and breakfast place called Wine and Roses, you're going to take your $17 and begrudgingly fork it over for the best breakfast you ever had. You're going to get your own. So head over to etsy.com/shop/Talent Soap Factory to find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. I don't know how. I love that. I love when I am just flabbergasted with how they create the scent of a Michelin star breakfast kitchen. Y'all, all those little nooks and crannies are there, and that's what makes it right. The Stephen Sondheim maxim is that God is in the details, and that's what this is. It's not just bacon, y'all. It's what it's sitting on. It's the platter. It's the room. It's the person bringing it to you who's probably going to call you Shug. Everything about this is awesome, and the base, the lather, talent is right, y'all. Beautiful, creamy, functional, gets under my stubble. This is a 2-pass champion. Thank you, talent. We're excited for the other two waiting on the piano. Welcome to Messages.
So for this spooky season, we wanted to give you a chance to win a $20 gift card to Southern Witchcraft.
Yeah, y'all, all you have to do to be eligible is send us an email here to wesetyou@thebarbershopduet.com. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways. And check back here on November 2nd when we choose our lucky winner on the show.
Best of luck.
Is there a Silence of the Lambs connection we're missing? Because that's happened before, where we've had somebody say, don't you guys get that Red Eye is actually the name of a coffee drink?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Don't you remember when they had bacon together and we're like, what?
No, is there like a I don't think so. I think it was just kind of funny.
Yeah, I think it's just a play on words, but it's
Yeah.
working for me. I loved that it fit for this holiday season because it was thoroughly unexpected.
No, absolutely. And I didn't think this was going to be as non-novelty as it is. This is a real
No.
breakfast sitting in front of me, not just like
Right?
a novelty sense of
Yeah,
bacon.
I really wonder if I did like a blindfold test for you, if you could have gotten that it was bacon. 'Cause
I'm going to start making a list of people I want to put this under blind and
Right?
see what they get.
What do you get? Ready? Take a whiff. Don't take a bite. Take a whiff.
Well, the cool thing about smelling breakfast is, y'all, generally, I have like a bar. I shove some leftovers in my face. My breakfasts are not big production numbers unless I'm on vacation. So this kind of has the sense to me of
Yeah, it
being on
does.
vacation and having breakfast out somewhere fun and somewhere new where you can maybe see a view of the
Making
ocean.
an event of it, like spending
Right.
time with whoever you're visiting in town or something
Yeah.
like brunch is definitely a different
Totally.
time. Who knew we needed a brunch soap in our den, but clearly we did. We were
did.
missing out.
Talent is right, y'all. This is awesome.
Right, go check out their page. There are tons more that they just listed. We cannot decide which ones to do next, so maybe you can help us or let us know which ones we should do.
And y'all, we don't comment on lather here at the Barbershop Duet.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? In this, you could bring a soothsayer in to tell your future.
Don't forget your next quote with the Barbershop Duet.
Smell better just watching this.
Hey.